What's up, YouTube? It's Josh coming at you with another edition of Homebrew Review. And this is going to be the Video Shop Challenge edition because I'm kind of pushing it all together as one thing because I'm lazy and I don't have time. Stay tuned.
Skull, 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 skull.
So as you guys saw from my video day and a half ago, depending on when I got these all posted up, the game that I picked for the 24-hour video shop challenge, as I said, really late getting to this, but it was Total Carnage. And I kind of thought Total Carnage was a little bit more of an obscure type of game that personally I had never heard of it. So I thought it fit pretty well with my homebrew review that I've started up last month. And I decided smash them all together and do a review for my 24-hour video shop challenge. So, what am I drinking today? Today, we are going to have a taste of Victory Golden Monkey. Victory Golden Monkey is brewed by Victory Brewing Company. They are out of Downington, Pennsylvania. It's kind of funny because when I picked the beer out to check out today, I didn't even realize it, but the last beer I did on my homebrew review was also a Victory beer as well. This one is a Belgian style triple ale. It's a 9.5% alcohol by volume with added spice. And it is, as I said, brewed by Victory. It smells pretty good. Let's see. It's not my normal thing, so... It's got an interesting flavor to it. Probably not my thing so much. It's not terrible. I'll definitely drink it. At 9.5% alcohol by volume. You probably wouldn't care after you drank a couple of them anyway. Check it out if you're interested in that style of beer. As I said, Belgian style triple ale. Victory Golden Monkey. Alright, so let's get down to it. So I spent my 24 hours only playing Total Carnage. Got a little taste for it. And basically, let's roll some footage and talk about it. So Total Carnage is a multi-directional top-down shoot-'em-up. It was developed and published by Midway in 1992, and it was initially released in the arcade. And then it was ported to the Amiga CD32, the Jaguar, the Game Boy, MS-DOS applications, and the Super Nintendo. And since then, they've ported that to multiple Midway arcade collections on various platforms that you can get on disc. There was also a cancel port planned for this game for the Sega Genesis Mega Drive and the Sega CD. So the story of the game is set in the fictional country of Kyrgyzstan during the year 1999. The two playable characters are straight out of an 80s action movie. Big muscles, big guns, goofy bad guys, and babes that need saving. First player plays as Captain Carnage, and the second player, if you have one, plays as Major Mayhem. They are attempting to overthrow General Akboob and stop his army of mutants from conquering the world. There are a ton of different enemies in this game, of varying sizes. There's detailed vehicles, and there's big bosses that you have to battle as well. I found this game to be challenging, to begin with especially, because when I was capturing a lot of the footage that I have here, I was using my Retron 5 to capture, and the Retron 5 controller is completely awful. It is a terrible controller. I've tried to use it on multiple different games, and it really sucks. But anyway, this isn't a review of the Retron or its controllers. The gameplay did improve quite a bit, or I should say my play improved quite a bit when I moved over to play on the original Super Nintendo and use the regular controller. I progressed quite a bit further into the game. I plan on finishing the game, or attempting to. It is a challenging game, so I got a little ways into it. I didn't get super far into it in my 24-hour time. The control scheme is interesting. It's easy to get used to. As a player, you use the D-pad to move around and use the diamond layout of the 4 buttons on the Super Nintendo or the Retron controller to shoot in every direction. So, for example, if you're using the A button, it's going to shoot to the left. If you're using the X button on the Super Nintendo, it's going to shoot up. And if you use an AX combo, it's going to shoot like diagonal. So it lets you have a full range of motion. I didn't have the chance to play the 2-player mode very much at all. I played a little bit of it when I talked my youngest son into giving it a try, but he gave up pretty quickly because this is a pretty challenging game as far as there's bullets and enemies everywhere. He kept getting killed, so he said, I'm done with it. So he didn't play very long. With a couple of skilled players, you could probably progress much easier through the game. The game is constantly filled with a lot of bullet hell moments where the screen is totally filled up with enemies and bullets. And for fans of a top-down shoot-'em-up, this one is a lot of fun. It's a little bit of frustration rolled into it as well, but if you're a big fan of the genre, you're really going to like this game. One shot and you're finished. So that's the way it plays. The main objective basically for the game is to stay alive and work your way through it, period. There are multiple types of weapons and player power-ups. The weapons range from the default machine gun. You can get a flamethrower, a spread gun, a rocket launcher, a grenade launcher. They do a lot of different kind of things. And each different type of weapon, the upgrades only last so long, just like most shoot-'em-ups do. They do different kinds of damage as well. There's also a bunch of temporary power-ups that were pretty interesting throughout the game. They have one that looks like a little pair of like tennis shoes. They basically make you move faster. They're speed shoes. You move and groove around the screen a whole lot faster. There's a shield, and there's that you could pick up that goes around and takes some of the hits. And there was another thing that in the time that I played it, I hadn't figured it out, and I really didn't look it up to see what it was for, but it's like this thing that rotates around you. I don't know if it like takes hits or if it, what it does, if it kills enemies as it spins around you. I really couldn't tell in the time that I was playing the game. As an arcade port, you score points for enemy kills, you score points for rescuing hostages, for picking up the flags and other items along the way. So what did I think of the game? What am I rating this game? For me, this game is a solid 2 beer rating. It's not a game that you're going to keep coming back to years and years and years over and over again, but you can have a lot of fun just mindlessly blasting away the enemies for a short time, or even making a run through the campaign. You could spend a weekend doing it, probably blow through it in a day or two, depending on how good you are at the games, and maybe if you have a co-op player and if you're both really good at the game. I think it's worth a look. And it's also a fairly inexpensive game, at least here in the States it is. I only paid $8 for my copy of the game, and it's in pretty decent shape all in all. It's got a nice label, little scuffage, but all in all, it's a good solid card. So it has a price charting value for about $13, so it's really not an expensive game. You should be able to find it in that, $5 to $15 range. If you're looking for a challenging top-down shoot-'em-up, especially one that has co-op ability, I'm sure there are better options than this out there, but this one was pretty good, and I feel it's definitely worth the look. So I am sorry, Ginger Hippy Gaming, for not getting back to this challenge so much sooner. I know it's been, like I said, 2 weeks to a month, probably depending on by the time I get this video edited and out the door. But it's a great challenge. A lot of people did a lot of videos. I watched a ton of them. It was a lot of fun. The community challenges all over the place have been a lot of fun, and I really do appreciate it. Definitely take a look at Total Carnage if you guys haven't. As I said, it's pretty cheap. It's pretty fun. It's got some killer 1980s, early 1990s box art on there of the big commandos busting some ass. Take a look at Victory Brewing Company. They have a ton of different brews. I like the brew I had last month, the IPA I had, much better because that's my style. But the Golden Monkey, it's not bad. And it'll probably make you feel pretty good after a couple of them. So, all in all, guys, that's it for this review. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. I enjoy talking to you guys. It's the best part of YouTube. It makes me keep wanting to do it. And I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.